Hello, friends. Thank you for watching Mindfully Fit on YouTube. My name is Troy Devlin, and I'm a men's health coach. I specialize in weight loss. I'm here today to bring you an important message. But before we get into today's message, I have a small ask. Please take a second and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it means the world to me. And a subscriber a day keeps the blues away, so I really appreciate. Smash that subscribe, and then we'll get into it here. So I really appreciate all the comments that I get. I say all the comments. I appreciate the comments that I get. I'm a small creator. I'm trying to grow. So I appreciate the engagement, whether it be negative, positive. Sometimes people challenge me on my beliefs, and I welcome that. And I try to find topics, admittedly, that will sometimes stir emotions in people, and I try to make people think. I try to get people to take a look at their programming. In other words, why is it that we believe the things that we believe? And as a coach, I feel like it helps people to take a look at that, because the Mindfully Fit program is really all about mindset change to affect changes in your body. So something that I'm really passionate about is weight loss, because I used to be, a heavy person. I used to be really fat. I used to be overweight, 330 pounds. And I was unhappy with that. And in order for me to change my body, I first had to change the way I looked at things. I had to change the way I looked at my body. I had to change the way I looked at the diet. I had to change the way I I had to change the way I looked at things, or how I thought about things. So it's, in my opinion, a lot easier to change your mind, because it happens just like that, than it is to change your body, because that takes a while. And I promise you guys, if there's something about your body that you want to change, I know you can change it. I know you can do it 100%. I promise you that. But sometimes, like in my case, I had to lose over 100 pounds before I could, start to feel comfortable in my skin again. I needed to lose over 100 pounds. Do you think that was easy, or that happened really quick? No, it didn't. But you are free to change your mind whenever you want. And that's what this channel is all about. So in this video, I'd like to answer a comment that I got the other day. It pertained to masculinity, and a young man by the name of Lights Fury. What's up, Lights Fury? He hit me up, and he mentioned that he was responding to one of my videos where I said that, I felt like I wanted to create a safe space for masculinity, because I really believe that masculinity is under attack. And, I'm halfway through my life. I really worry. I worry about myself, right? I like to embrace masculinity and work on those aspects of myself. And so I do that, but I worry about my little brother, right? Who, is 20 years younger than me, and he's being inundated with all of this sort of negative self-talk as it pertains to masculinity. And it is my sincerely held belief that it benefits society. I actually don't feel like it benefits society, but I feel like there are societal pressures to get men to shrink themselves and try to make themselves less, and to try to mislead men. And I just feel like men are under attack on all fronts. I feel like we are dying at alarming rates, young men in particular, so much so that I believe our average life expectancy has gone down. Probably, our life expectancy was rising for quite some time until the past couple of years. It has now began to go down because of the numbers of young men that are dying. And so it's really important for me that I speak up and say something when I feel like there's something going on that's wrong. As a man, I feel like, hey, I got to say something about this. And so that's where the safe space for masculinity comes in. Because the reason that this channel is a safe space for masculinity, Lights Fury, and you can have that. Lights Fury said that when he heard the term safe space and masculinity in the same sentence, he switched off my video faster than the speed of light, and I loved that. And that was great, and I appreciate that. And like I said, I try to work on these videos and make them better. But I'm not going to back down from the fact that this is in fact a safe space for masculinity. And let me explain that. Number one, it's a safe space because I can say whatever I want about it, right? As long as I don't violate the YouTube guidelines, and you're free to do the same. You're free to do the same and leave me a comment. Tell me that you disagree with me, as many people do. And that's a completely safe exchange. No one gets hurt in that. We're just talking. We're just sharing ideas. Okay, so it's literally safe. No one's going to get hurt. We're just talking about how we feel, what we think. It's all a matter of opinion. I don't make any claims that my opinion is right. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm just trying to put some ideas out into the ether, and with the hopes that maybe they might awaken some people, help some people in the process. That's it. But so I do feel that this is in fact a safe space. And also, men these days are afraid of losing their jobs. They're afraid of losing their jobs. And you can watch my videos, right? And you can hear me say what it is that I think. And you can do that for free in the comfort of your own home, in privacy of your own home. You're free to think however you want to think, right? Some of us can't speak our minds because there's many men that I know, and in the past couple of years, I witnessed many, many, many men that I otherwise looked up to and really felt like were honorable men. I witnessed otherwise honorable men going along with things that they knew was not right, and it was against their values, it was against their morals, and they went along with things just because they didn't want to lose their jobs. And so, guys, I'm not an expert on masculinity, but I will tell you this. Cowardice is not a virtue, okay? So, I lost my job because I stood up for what I believed in. And so it's a safe space for me. I can say whatever I want, and I'm going to talk about all kinds of crazy stuff because I'm not going to be able to lose my job. I already did, okay? But it's safe for you to watch it because you're free to think however you want. Just in certain circumstances, right? You kind of have to behave like other people if you want to keep your job. So, masculinity and a safe space. Lights Fury. You need me, my brother. Please subscribe to my channel, right? Let's explore this stuff together. Masculinity creates its own safe space. So these things do belong together, okay? A more masculine society is a safer society. I've been in rooms filled with very masculine men. I'm a former SWAT operator, right? I used to surround myself with men that were very masculine, right? You could call them alphas, you could call them, dangerous men, whatever you want to call them. I've been in those rooms, and you know what? I've never felt safer than when I'm surrounded by masculinity. Masculinity creates its own safe space. If I'm surrounded by masculine men, I don't have to be afraid that some evildoer is going to come attack me because I know that those men that are around me, just by the mere fact that they are masculine men, that they're going to do what's right. They create a safe space. Masculinity creates its own safe space because real men aren't afraid to do what's right, to speak up, right, to step in. When they see people being picked on or bullied or discriminated against, real men say, no, that's wrong. And you know what? That creates its own safe space, right? Your little 8-foot world, this little bubble that's around you, that's your safe space. And it's up to you to make it safe as a man. That's masculinity. That's the safe space for masculinity. Like it, love it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.